This sweat was piled on sweet Facebook. But don't worry, we're going to pile on another one over here. And we're going to change our understanding of how to use the elliptical. Because it's the same as a stepper. It's the same thing. We are moving our feet. We are moving more. We are eating less. We are becoming better versions of ourselves. So let's go. Let's get on the elliptical. Let's get on the elliptical. Please don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. The elliptical gives you two motion. This one I'm using, it gives you two motion. It gives you the forward motion and the backwards motion. And the first thing you want to learn is how to keep your balance on it. Keep your head upright. Find a good rhythm. You will get to this. But before you start doing this, before you learn how to do this and be all that pro on the elliptical and use it to tone your body, use it to snatch, use it to put it together. Before we get there, there is a lot we need to do to get to that. There's a lot that needs to be done for you to get to that point. And one of the main things is that you understand your core plays a vital role while you're on the elliptical. And because it is much more smoother, if you don't learn how to go slowly to pick the pace and figure out how your midsection can stay focused, give you that upright balance, give you that upright posture, then you'll not be able to do this because you haven't figured out this. In order for you to get there, you got to do this. Learn to go slowly, pick a pace to work with. Because a lot of times when we start working on a stepper or an elliptical, we want to run. The first effect is that you want to rush your movement. You're thinking that in order for you to get to where you want to get to, you need to rush it to exercise. Let me reassure you that doing this will give you the strength, the stamina, the posture, the balance, the mood to be able to do this. So before you get here and start doing this, learn to do this. Just do this. Even if you're going to do this for 2 days, do it so that you master your core strength. You pick up a good posture and you learn to stay upright when you're on the stepper or an elliptical. I say elliptical or stepper because the strength, the resistance on the elliptical is much more lighter than it is on a stepper. The resistance on the elliptical is lighter. If you get on an elliptical when you've been using a stepper, you'll find out that it goes really quick, really fast. It is smoother. It makes you feel like you can run. But if you have not learned how to stay upright, because on a stand-up elliptical, you will feel that you're using a stepper. And so you just want to press down as you do when you're on a stepper. It's not going to work. You hurt yourself. You'll struggle through it. But if you're going to take your time and just stand upright, figure out a balance and a posture while you engage your core area as you move while you're on the elliptical, it gives you more time to develop that stamina. It gives you more time to build that upper body strength in a way that you can easily move your body when you're on the elliptical. Because it is faster, because it moves a little bit faster, it is easier for you to not pick it up as easily as you want to, because you fail. It can easily trip you over if you haven't taken some time to master this. This is very important. I'll repeat, let's not hurt ourselves. And when you're getting an elliptical, make sure that it's a stand-up elliptical. It's an elliptical that gives you the option that you can stand on it. Some of them only allow you to sit down while you're using it. The one I'm using has 2 options. You can sit down or you can stand on it. This one I'm standing on, it gives me all of that workout and it's very smooth. The strength. The resistance is very smooth, so I can run my feet very easily. I will repeat. Before you get to doing this, before you become this fast, before you think that you are an Olympian, like you're going for Olympics, first things first, learn how to do this. Just do this for the first 2 days. Just do that. Find that rhythm, move your body, and just love it. Love on it. Feel the energy in your system. Feel your body as you move your feet on the elliptical. It is going to help you to develop that strength, that core strength to run on the elliptical. This one goes both ways. I can either go forward or I can go backwards. What I mean by that is that the movement can take me the forward riding or I can take a reverse riding. Right now I'm doing the reverse. That's what I've been doing since we started. I'm going to change the move motion and I'm going to go forward so you can see how it goes as well. Okay, we're going forward. We're going forward. All right, now we are going forward. So you can use it in any of those ways. You can either choose to ride it forward or you can choose to ride it backwards. Whatever you choose to do it, use it on. However you choose to use it, don't go rushing it first if you have not learned how to do this. That's how you'll be able to run it when you learn how to do this. First things first. We don't want to run. I like to give the example of my baby. My baby is refusing to walk, but he's standing. He stands. Guys, let me get this thing to a rhythm. He stands. He crawls, but he will not walk. You don't want to start walking when you haven't mastered how to crawl better. And I'm allowing him to take his time because once he will master it, he's going to sprint. I'm not going to force him to want to work when he's not ready. It's the same thing when you start using an elliptical. When you start using an elliptical, I hope I'm loud enough because sometimes I sound so low. Sorry guys if I'm that low. If you're using an elliptical and you think you want to run it without learning how to walk it, you're going to hurt yourself. Learn to walk it, then you can learn to run it. Learn to walk it, then you can run it and exercise as frequently as you want to because it is not a seasonal quick fix. It is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle of showing up and showing out and becoming better versions of ourselves because we understand that in order for us to become better, we've got to be consistent. Even when you don't feel like the motivation is there, show up and let the motivation kick in. Motivation only kicks in when there is action. A lot of us say that we don't have the motivation to show up. Show up and let the motivation kick in. Get ready to exercise and let the motivation kick in. That's how I do it every single day. I just have it in the back of my mind that every day I got to exercise. And because I got to exercise every single day, my schedule is that way. When I get up, I'm getting ready to exercise. The motivation shows up when I show out. The motivation kicks in when I start working out. The motivation comes in when I start doing it. It doesn't show up when I'm lying in bed and anticipating or thinking about it. The motivation doesn't show up when I start procrastinating and telling myself I'll start next week. I'll try tomorrow. It only shows up when I get on here and I start moving my feet. When I start moving it, then I start feeling more energized and I keep pushing it forward. It doesn't show up when I'm still lying in bed or when I'm still complaining about how I don't know what to do. It comes in, the motivation kicks in when I start acting, when I start moving, when I start becoming better and pushing myself harder, pushing hard and getting there. I'll repeat, before you start doing all of that craziness that you see me doing on this elliptical, just learn how to do this first. Just learn to do this. Learn to move your body on the elliptical without you running it. Even if you're going to use 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, it's better to use those number of days to learn how to do this and not hurt yourself than hurry to go start doing this and you end up with an injury because your ankles are going to hurt, your knees are going to hurt, your back is going to hurt if you don't figure out a good posture, a good balance before you start running faster on this thing. You can walk your glutes while you're here. Give those glutes some work. Give your thighs some work. Give your glutes some work. Make sure your hips are worked. Make sure your back gets some work. You can add the resistance bands to it to pull your upper body. You can add all of that. This one only takes 350 pounds weight limit capacity. The weight limit capacity of this one is 350. There are others that will give you more, and there are some that will give you less. Always understand the weight limit capacity for you to use any of this equipment. There's a reason why they put those limits on those products, so you don't break it. But once you understand that, you move your body. Move it like your life depends on it. Move it. Run. Because you understand it does. Your life definitely depends on it. If you're not healthy, you'll not be here exercising. So move it. Move it, people. It's a lifestyle. It's not a seasonal quick fix. Show up and show out. Show up and show out. Move that body. Move it. Someone said, someone asked that, am I using a filter for my body structure? How do you use filters on a life? How do you use filters to have a flat tummy on a life? I don't know how that works. Some of us are so much in denial of reality. We are so fake about life, so much such that reality shocks you. You want to find reason why something is fake, even when it's real. If it is fake, you will see it. Maybe you acknowledge it. Maybe you appreciate it more when it's fake. But because it's real, you want to find something that is fake about it. There is nothing fake with this. All of this is built on the mini stepper. Showing up and showing out every single day. And before you sit there and become a keyboard warrior and refusing the result, maybe you should pick up one and stand on it and start seeing how the result will be on your own body. Instead of trying to deny the fact that that's where the results are coming from. Why don't you try it on your body? Try to move more. Try to eat less. Try to drink more water. Show up 6 days a week for at least an hour. And let's see if you won't have results that is better than sitting and becoming a keyboard warrior and trying to refuse that body parts are not the way they are because you're so used to filters. Some of us don't use filters, not because we cannot, but because we still live in reality. Some of us have decided to stay real, regardless of how the filtered world is. We have decided to stay real. It's not easy, but we have stayed that way. It's a choice. It's not a filter. It's a body that has been worked from scratch on the mini stepper, on an elliptical, on whatever it is you choose to use. But move more, eat less, drink more water, and you'll start seeing results. It's a lifestyle. It's not a seasonal quick fix. I hope somebody got something from this. The intent is always to encourage. I don't have advice to give. I have suggestions based on my experiences. I always suggest that you try. Give yourself that little try, that little push, so you can see something different. Don't just sit and complain. I've always learned to try things rather than complaining of how hard they can be. I try it for myself. And a lot of times when I try, I see that they are not that hard. I was just thinking it might be hard. But if I try and I push myself a little more, I realized it wasn't that hard. I was just thinking it. And when I stopped blocking my mind of exploitation, I realized that I can do more. So I only have suggestions. I do not have the advice to change anybody's mind on what they want to do or do not do. I can only suggest that this is going to make you feel great. This is going to make you feel better. This is going to make you feel best about yourself. This is going to give you energy to walk more and eat less. Become a better version of yourself. Enjoy every bit of your growth. Become energized, energized, energized. All right, people. I hope somebody got something on that elliptical. I know you asked a lot of questions. I'll take a few questions before I end the live. Hopefully someone got something from that. That's always the intent. Yes, we are moving more. Oh, Tunde is over here. No filter, just work. Yay, Tunde. Thanks for joining over here as well. You love my stepper. Thank you so much. Once you try, you realize how easy it is. That's the word. That is the word, my dear sister. Live Real 21. That's it. That was the word for today. Just keep trying. It gets easier when you keep pushing yourself. You look beautiful and healthy. Thank you so much, Tunde. I appreciate that. Buenos dias. I can't speak a lot of Spanish, but I'm hoping that you're saying something nice. I appreciate that as well. I'm losing a lot of fluid. That's why I drink a lot of fluid as well. There's always water in my water jar. I drink 3 of this every single day. I'm supposed to lose fluid. Yes, our bodies are 60% water. We're supposed to lose it because once it goes in and is able to pull out the toxins that we put in through food, through different drinks, we are putting toxins, a lot of toxins in our system. We need a lot of water in order for us to lose those toxins. I drink a lot of it. And that's why I lose a lot of it as well, because I do exercise a lot. Yes, I lose a lot of fluid. You look good, Queen. Thank you so much. Good morning. Good morning to you as well. All right, people. All right, you're here. You're working here with me. I'm still working out. Keep going, my dear sister. Push yourself so hard such that when you're done, you believe you'll see the result. I'm planning on getting a mini stepper first before getting this. Is that okay? That is very okay. That is very okay. Get whatever it is you can get now. Start with it and start pushing yourself. Push yourself as hard as you can so you can start seeing the result. I'll still work out. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, people. Yes, we have gotten to the end of this life. You're stay safe, stay blessed, stay positive. Be the very best versions of yourselves. Keep your questions under the post and I'll try to answer them as often as I can. We are here to encourage and motivate ourselves to become better versions of ourselves. I'm working out. Keep going, Kat. Keep going and become a better version of yourself. What's the name of your stepper? I have multiple steppers. I have Nice Day. I have a Sunny. I have a what's that? They have different names. I'm not sure what their names are. I got variety of steppers. I got different steppers. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay positive. Be the very best versions of yourselves. See you guys tomorrow or someplace else because I'm always somewhere else.